Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppers. Today, joined by
Brett
of Anomyces, drinking some Bottle Logic and Voodoo Stout. It's been a while since we cracked a Bottle Logic beer. We had a period where we had a few, among others, the fantastic Kaiju. No, not Kaiju Clash.
Fall for me, Bozo.
Folio for Bozo. Kaiju Clash is the toppling version. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And also, Hypermatch Hydra was really good.
Yeah.
But this one and the coffee version are some beer that got a lot of traction and that people are really enjoying. And this is Deprecophobia, which is the fear of ritual or curses. And this is a collab with Voodoo, and on the viscosity meter, it's a 9 out of 10. It also looked really thick, but it's a 13.6%, or to be precise, 13.61%. Double mashed Imperial Stout that was aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels for 2 years.
It must have been very, very thick before being put in those barrels.
And I think, they just took part of the batch and then they conditioned that on coffee for the Somniphobia version, which we'll try afterwards. We want to try the base first. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this because Voodoo makes awesome beers. You're a big fan of Voodoo. I'm also a big fan of Voodoo, but I think you're the one who's like, whenever we're at festivals, you really want to seek out Voodoo.
I was disappointed in them last year at MBCC, but also they haven't really brought their very best beers. But so this year they brought some of their very best barrel-aged beers at a pre-party at Mikla Victoriagade, and those were very fucking good. But yeah, I'm a fan of them when they really hit the mark.
I'm also a fan of them. Yeah. I think they make great stuff. I mean, I even stood in line to buy Man-Bear Pig. I paid $2.50 for a small sample when it was on keg in Copenhagen. That was also marvelous. But yeah, and Bottle Logic also makes some nice stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's check this one out. Pour is a very thick, rich, pitch black color with no head, which is a good indication of a very, very heavy beer. It looks like Medianoche, really.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's, I guess, one of the more recent beers we had that looked like this.
But it also, as I mentioned when we cracked it, it also looks like Voodoo's beer called Warlock Flip Flops. Which is very
Summation is not this rich, is it? No.
Which one?
Summation?
Summation.
I can't remember. That was amazing too. But it looks really nice. It looks rich. It looks dense. It really stains the glass with color. Yeah. Brown color on the sides. I can smell bourbon from here. Let's check it out. Oh man, that smells awesome. Really bright bourbon character. Yeah. Loads of fudge. Loads of vanilla. Loads of caramel.
But it also has like a deep...
Loads of almond. Yeah, it has some like deep umami depth.
Yeah,
which I think is the base.
And shari depth to it.
But this is what a fresh Heaven Hill barrel does. Wow.
Yeah, and a kiss of licorice, like raw, like intense, almost like smoky licorice.
Yeah, almost like and a burnt woodiness or something, like a roasted malt profile. Yeah. Like a lot of modern stouts do not smell like stouts because they lack this like roasty profile. But it still has lots of like chocolate and fudge. Yeah. It's not like this
dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's really dark chocolate. It's not like the brownie batter type stuff. It's like hefty, like 80% dark chocolate or something like that. Yeah. And almost like a dried cherry or something.
Yeah, like really like dried, very dark, almost black cherry.
I think it's a really good comparison to compare this to like Medianoche and stuff like that. It has like that same really deep umami richness.
Yeah.
But in this case with a lot of bright bourbon. Now it's almost like a little bit of a rye note, I think.
Yeah, it has a spicy component. And I think the spicy or the fudgy, both the spicy and the fudgy elements from probably the barrel or barrels, they really complement the very like oomphy, slightly more like hefty base. Yeah, it's very hefty.
It smells
super rich. Dope. Like, yeah.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Wow, it's umami rich. Really heavy, really intense woodiness. Really rich, decadent. It's really, really like it's old money meets new school.
Yeah, it is.
But there's so much old money about this
too. In the best possible way, I think.
It has like a really bright, fudgy, almost like maple syrup bourbon profile. Actually.
But then with this like smoky, slightly almost like smoked licorice
Yeah.
or something, and then
Smoked, woody, burnt.
really dark chocolate.
Almost like, have you ever accidentally chewed on star anise? It
No.
has like almost like that, like sharpness, almost like a mix of star anise and tobacco. Like just sitting there on the, and I think that's maybe just the sharpness of alcohol and barrel flavor, or just like bourbon. It's really fucking good. It's like
the
a
barrel
really,
character is really great.
yeah.
I think.
It's really bright, but the base beer is so deep.
Yeah, it like the base really handles the super intense barrel character, the depth, because it has the bright like barrel notes, but it also has the charry ones.
And it's really rich, but it's not too much for its own good.
No,
Like
also
it's
because
really
it's not-
full bodied, but it's not like that gloopy. Like Medianoche is even thicker than this.
yeah,
But
some,
it doesn't need to be more rich than this.
No.
Like this is plenty of rich.
has plenty rich, but it's just really nice that it has a good balance of like slightly new school flavors and then the really umphy old school ones, and then just like a hefty base, hefty barrel character.
Do you know what? It has a bit of Bourbon County vibes in terms of its tobacco notes and charry wood and all this.
Yeah,
But it's just so much richer.
yeah, it's much richer.
So much richer. I sense that kind of barrel profile. I wonder if they use Heaven Hill or it's just like the combination of malt and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is really fucking tasty.
yeah. It reminds me of something like the old Elk Medianoche, and then also in the vein of the Warlock flip flops I had from Voodoo. Because that one was definitely one of the most thick and fudgy beers I've had from Voodoo. Then meets the slightly more umphy, charry thing and leathery notes from Medianoche.
And what I'm also really surprised by is like it's got a really high drinkability for what it is. Like it's really, really easy going. It's just a drinkable stout. I'm drinking it a bit too fast.
I think it's because of the balance between.
Yeah, I don't know. Tom was looking at me. What? It's like I think it's easy to drink.
I mean, I do like eating cake, but
I usually I'm not like the biggest sweet tooth, but
Yeah, I don't think it's like really like I wouldn't call it easy to drink, but it has a high drinkability for what it is because of the balance.
yeah, because of the bright barrel flavor.
Yeah, and I think it kind of makes everything come into place regarding sweetness, roastiness, umami. Yeah, you know, everything is in check.
These kind of beers are so much more my wheelhouse nowadays. I don't necessarily need adjuncts. Like,
No.
Unless, like, it's fun,
I
but it
agree.
should be like a balanced approach. Like the overindulgent approach, it's fun, but it's also like, to some extent, it's just unnecessary. A lot of the ones we've had with like just over the top adjuncts, sometimes the barrel drowns a bit in all the adjunct, which
And
is a shame.
I just love that when the barrel really gets
Yes.
to shine and when you get that deep
Character.
character.
Bright popping, just like spirit barrel flavor of whatever barrel it is in. And every time we have a beer where the barrel sings this much, it just makes me want to try more like bourbon and like spirits and whatnot.
Yeah. It smells like it's also and tastes like it's really like dead fresh barrels. It also has this almost like burnt hazelnut thing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I see that.
It's
Like-
probably a mixture of the barrel and
Really
the
deep
base.
charred woodiness. I think
Yeah.
it could be older barrels, but it could also just be a combination of the base beer and just like.
Yeah, but freshly emptied, very freshly emptied old
Yeah, I
barrels.
think so. But that's also one of the things they have the ability to do in the States, get some really fresh
Yeah.
barrels. So, I'm thinking a 97.
Yeah, I actually agree. Yeah, I do agree.
It's,
And
yeah.
I don't think I'm surprised. I've actually expected this to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's my wheelhouse
Mm-hmm.
nowadays.
It's just really damn good.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see how the coffee is going to play
Yeah,
in Somniphobia.
Yeah.
If that will be too much.
if
or-
it goes too dry and too roasty almost.
Yeah. I'm guessing they will
Percent.
have tried to balance it out and
Yeah.
figure out what works. But yeah, I think this is just wonderful barrel aged stout.
Maybe it's a slightly different barrel blend for the coffee edition too.
Yeah. And I think in terms of trading, this much goes for cost. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to drop an arm and a leg.
I
and
would
it's worth
definitely
it.
get a couple. Also because, you know, it's almost a year old now. It's 9 months old.
Yeah.
But it still sings, really sings. So this could easily sit half a year more, maybe even a year, and still be, you know, plenty popping and yeah.
Damn, amazing, world-class barrel-aged stout. So, if you guys had a chance to try Voodoo Brewing and Bottle Logic's Deprecophobia, is that how you say it? Double mash Imperial Stout in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels for 2 years. Let us know what you thought of it. Really nice stuff. I think it's the first non-adjunct stout I have from Bottle Logic.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good for a first one.
No, Dark Star November.
Oh, right, because that was rye barrels.
Yeah.
And it was just a rye Imperial Stout.
Mm-hmm.
That's also quite nice, as far as I remember. But
yeah,
if you guys had this one, let us know. As always, comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
See you guys in another beer review.